am here with the 10th class material based on chemical reaction and equation, first chapter, and these are questions asked in previous CBSE exam. So let's start. First question is, an electrolysis of water, why is the volume of gas collected over one electrode double that of gas collected over the other electrode? As we are doing electrolysis, and lysis means dissociation, it means you have to do dissociation of water. So starting reactant is your water, and product, what kind of product can be formed when you will dissociate this water? Water on dissociation, on electrolysis, produce hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. As it is mentioned here that we are collecting the gases over the electrode, so both the products formed are gases, hydrogen and oxygen. Now we can balance this equation. What is the rule of balancing? We have to balance oxygen first, and then at last we have to balance hydrogen. So for oxygen, as number of moles here are 2, so we have to multiply on left hand side by 2. Now balance hydrogens, because hydrogens here are 2 2s are 4. So that's why in order to, here hydrogen are 4 and oxygen are 2, on left hand side hydrogens are 2 and oxygens are 2. So we are okay with the oxygen, but in order to balance hydrogen we have to multiply H2 by 2. So from here the product formed on right hand side, we can conclude that the stoichiometry of hydrogen is 2, whereas stoichiometry of oxygen is 1. Means during decomposition of one water molecule or two water molecule, we are getting, if we are getting 1 liter of oxygen gas, then simultaneously on second electron we will get double the volume of hydrogen gas on other electrode. So reason is that in equation we are getting double amount of hydrogen gas with respect to oxygen gas. So I hope this is clear. Now next question is, what can be seen when a strip of copper metal is placed? So these are the reactant. Strip of copper metal, your copper is reactant, and we are reacting it with solution of silver nitrate. So copper symbol is Cu, it is in solid state, plus silver nitrate. Silver symbol is Ag and nitrate is NO3 ion. So when they will come in contact, this is aqueous solution. When they will come in contact, we have to apply activity series, and according to activity series, copper metal is more reactive than silver. So this copper can displace silver from its solution. So displacement will occur and silver will deposit at the bottom, whereas copper will form the corresponding compound, and it is not copper nitrate. It can form both the compounds CuNO3 or CuNO3 twice, but because this is in solution, so copper in +2 oxidation state is more stable. So this will form, this will not form. This is your second product. There is formation of this compound. Okay, so next questions is, you have to identify a very common question in CBSE 10th class, oxidizing and reducing agent. You have to identify in the given equation. Now what you have to do, just label their oxidation, their charge, that from where they are converting to which charge. Okay, so actually if we consider displacement simply, so from this equation it is clear that hydrogen, when comes in the solution of copper cupric oxide, so it is actually displacing this copper and is taking its position. It means here hydrogen is more reactive than copper. Okay, or simply we can apply the concept of redox reaction here, because copper oxide is converting into copper, and during this process there is removal of oxygen. So removal of oxygen is called reduction. This is called reduction. So copper oxide is undergoing reduction, whereas hydrogen, if we consider hydrogen, there is addition of oxygen in it. So this is called oxidation. So hydrogen is undergoing oxidation. So you have to identify between reactants only. One will be oxidizing agent and other will be reducing agent. Now the species which is undergoing reduction will act oxidizing agent, oxidant, whereas oxidation species will act as reductant. So your answer is name. Your answer will be simply you have to write that reductant is H2 and oxidant is CuO. Write a balanced equation to represent the following reaction. So from here it is describing the reaction. Carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen gas at this pressure to form, this is your reactant. So just label them. These are reactant and this is product. Carbon monoxide is CO, one oxygen, mono, and plus hydrogen. You are adding hydrogen into it, then put an arrow, and on right hand side, on product side, formation of methyl alcohol. Methyl is CH3 group. Alcohol means OH is attached to it. So it is CH3OH. Thus there is formation of CH3OH. So now you have to balance this equation. In order to balance, you can count the number of atoms of different elements, because elements present here are carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. So we can write their number of atoms. Carbon present on right hand side, on left hand side is 1, on right hand side is also 1. Hydrogen present on left hand side 2, on right hand side 4. Oxygen present on left hand side 1 and on right hand side is also 1. So it means we just have to balance the number of hydrogen atom, because these are less on left hand side. It means we have to do multiplication only on left hand side, only on that side only. Now because your carbon and oxygen are balanced, so no need to do anything with them. Now in order to double, this is 2 to 4, it means we will be getting 4 by multiplying 2 by 2. It means just multiply it by 2. So this is your balanced chemical equation. Next is, which one is a chemical change? Fermentation of fruit juice or diluting of fruit juice. Now we can write it like we know diluting a fruit juice. So if I am writing a lemon juice here, if it is a lemon juice and I am adding water into it, so I will just write it lemon juice aqueous plus water gives further lemon juice aqueous. So on you can see that on either side of this arrow, your lemon juice remain lemon juice only. There is no new substances formed during this conversion. So this is not a chemical change, this is a physical change. Whereas in fermentation, we all know that we are getting alcohol and your juice contains sugar. So sugar is converting into alcohol. So sugar is one compound, alcohol is other compound. Like we have sugar C6H12O6, let it be. It is glucose, whereas alcohol is CH3, this is ethanol. So both these compounds are different. So we have started from this sugar, whereas we are getting this compound. This is alcohol. So there is a chemical change. So your first option is right. Next question is, burning of candle wax a physical or chemical change? Because we are burning a candle. Whenever we burn something, we know that it produces carbon dioxide, water vapor, energy and light. So candle is actually a wax, a carbon. So you have started from carbon. Actually it is an aromatic compound, but for simplicity we can write the carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus energy. So initially you had wax in your hand, but now it has been converted into gas which is escaped during the process. So this is a chemical change. It is no longer the carbon itself. It is a chemical change. Last questions. Complete and balance the following equation. Very important, very common question in 10th class. So this is your equation Fe2O3 and Al, and we know that aluminium is more reactive than iron. So just exchange their positions. So we will be getting Al2O3 plus 2Fe, okay, because there were 2 iron atoms in the formula. Now we can further write it. This is actually Fe2O3 plus Al, and it is giving Al2O3 plus Fe. Now what is the rule? First balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So we have iron, aluminium. So preference order will be, what will be your approach to solve this question? First you will balance iron, aluminium. After that you will balance oxygen, and then you will balance hydrogen atoms. So iron on right hand side 2, on right hand side iron atoms, number of iron atoms 1, whereas right hand side 2, right hand side aluminium atoms 2, left hand side only 1, and number of oxygens will be balanced automatically at the end, but you can write for your simplicity. On right hand side it is 3, and on left hand side it is also 3. So this is done. We are done with this. We have to just balance the iron and aluminium atoms. So we have to start from here only. So iron atom 2, just multiply right hand side iron by 2, and here aluminium atom are 2, so left hand side aluminium atom will be multiplied by 2. Now next again is a balancing equation. So here lead nitrate we have. So we have, I'm just highlighting the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So we have lead and nitrogen. Okay, this is lead nitrate. Now you can open this bracket. You have to just proceed like mathematics only. Multiply this number outside the bracket to the number of atoms present inside the bracket. So its formula will become PbN2O6, and this is giving PbO plus NO2 plus O2. Okay, now start balancing. This is on your rough work. Okay, now you have to balance lead and nitrogen first. Lead on both the side is 1. Here it is 1, 1. Okay, it's okay. But nitrogen on left hand side, number of nitrogen atoms are 2, but on right hand side it is 1. So make it 2 by multiplying this whole factor by 2. So when you are multiplying nitrogen dioxide by 2, actually you are increasing the number of atoms of oxygen also, because it is 2 and 2, and 2 2s are 4 oxygen. Now just check for oxygen atom. Here number of oxygen 6, on right hand side it is 1 plus 4 plus 2 from here. Okay, so it is 4 plus 1 7 oxygen atoms we are getting. So what can we do? We can take fraction of this oxygen. Just take a fraction of this oxygen. Okay, 1 by 2. Multiply this factor by 1 by 2. So when we will multiply this oxygen by 1 by 2, we will be getting the required balanced equation. But this is not accepted. Actually this is fraction value. This contains fractional value. So just take LCM for this. Okay, so multiply this whole equation by 2. Multiply it by 2. So on multiplying it by 2, we have to multiply it, we have to take 2 here, 2 with each and every term, and 2 with oxygen also. So 2 will cancel out. Okay, so we left with, you can write finally like this, 2 PbNO3 2 gives 2 PbO plus 2 NO2. This is 4 NO2 actually, 4 NO2 plus O2. Now it is balanced and it is containing whole numbers, stoichiometry only. That's all for the day. Thank you so much.